personal lives. I'm not talking about the government. The government have massive amount of resources. You understand? But in our personal lives, how do you actually prepare for a storm? That is the thing. So, sorry. Did you like and share this video? This live stream. Out of mercy. This live stream. That's the first thing. Alright, right there's good. Start the poll. Just to encourage the people to hit the like button and remember to hit the like button. Alright. Let me see. That is it. We can see the chat. Alright. So welcome everybody. Welcome. How are you doing? Happy Thursday wherever you are in the world. By the way, let me know where you are in the world. Are you in Jamaica or are you outside of Jamaica? Let me know. Alright, we have Splash Digi in the place. Splash Digi, big up yourself, you know, my brother. Yeah, man, big up yourself, my bro. You hear that? No joke. Alright. Let me see if I can get this thing to a point where I can block out as much of the background as possible. Should I carry it down or should I carry it up? Up, down, up. I don't know. Who else is here? Wagwan, bro. Hey, you get my message about the name and the phone number? Canada in the building, Texas in the building. Big up yourself, you know, the priest. Who is that? Christine, what's up, Christine? How are you, darling? Welcome. The labor right them we are watch from Bolo VNR clip, so they can't say hello to you know. Yeah, man, they can't say good day, man. As soon as me go live from Bolo VNR 2.0, everybody has to say hello. You guys can say hello. It's okay. Sorry. You know what I mean? Yeah, man, they can't say good evening, man. Yeah? I hope all of the people in Jamaica is as prepared as possible, I pray. I hope that more than anything else that God, for those who has God grace, that you know, God help all of us. You know, God help all of us. If you not have God grace, boy, I don't know what to tell you say. It's gonna be rough. It's gonna be rough. And this is just the beginning. I told you guys, Jamaica is marked for judgment. But let's get into this, ladies and gentlemen. There's a lot of things to get into. Let's get into this first.
Minister Dana Dixon, and thank you to stakeholders.
All right, thank you very much, Minister. You'd have heard from several ministers and some entity heads today. We do have a reminder, media, that we do have with us Digicel and Flo. They're both here and ready to take questions from you, as well as ICJUTC. JPS is still here. You can ask your questions of JPS too. Petrojam is here, and many other agencies are here. Airports Authority is here too. You heard from Minister Vaz in relation to when airports may close, and as you heard, it was if we have a hurricane warning. So I'm going to be, ODPEM is also here. ODPEM is ready to take your questions, and I hope you will direct some questions there so that Mr. Thompson can answer. And online we have Minister Mackenzie. So if you have any questions of anyone who is here, please ask them now, and I'm going to hand over to Christine Nangle to ask the questions.
Just a gentle reminder, we're asking persons who have their questions to please stand.
So Desmond Mackenzie come on and pressure people. Hey! Desmond Mackenzie come on and pressure in a parliament the other day. You understand? Because I'm sending out Matthew Samuda, you know. And we are going to address that too. You understand? We are going to address that too. Right? But the main thing I'm come to look into is the case with Cemex. You understand? Yeah, man. We have to take a good look at that. You know, have to take. But you know, in fine fashion, what's her name? Dora the Explorer. She somehow used this opportunity in this conference to take shots at content creators. She sure did. And we're going to get into it. We're going to deal with our case.
State your name and the entity you're from. Thank you.
We're going to deal with our case, people.
Good morning again, everyone.
Lady,
My name is Alia Bryant with Television Jamaica. My two questions. In the event that our hospitals and health centers get overwhelmed, the public ones that is, have any arrangements been made for our private health organizations to assist? And also, will the NWC be suspending reconnection bills for communities that will be affected by the storm or hurricane?
Excellent question.
So who wants to take questions?
Excellent questions,
Minister
ma'am.
Samuda, you want to take one part? I know PS Screen, you'll take the second part, so you can come forward when you're ready.
So it is standard practice for the NWC to suspend disconnections during a period of national turbulence, as this would be. I also want to remind folks that I should have in my presentation to pay keen attention to NWC's updates as it relates to water quality, as post-storms you will have challenges from time to time. So follow Ministry of Health's boil water notices and certainly follow NWC's notices if there's turbidity or siltation that is over and above usual levels.
So hold on. The other day, ladies and gentlemen, I remember distinctly when we had an E. coli update in Jamaica. And these people were telling us that we should not boil any water in a rebellion against the People's National Party. The young man, warning us about the potential situation, right, with the quality of water. So how is it now that we should pay attention to your notices about boiling water? So why we were told not to pay attention to the recommendations of a doctor? The young man is a doctor, he's a scientist. Who do you think we forget these things? I don't. People, all when hurricane is not around, boiling water here, do not trust the water in your pipes 100%. Do not do it. Especially when it comes to consumption. Alright? Boil your water. Get filters. Invest in proper filters in your household. And boil your water. Regardless. And that is sound advice. That is you protecting yourself and your family's health. Okay? All of a sudden, no boil water.
Minister of Health.
All of a sudden.
And just introduce yourself to Jamaica.
What's
Thank
up,
you very much.
Rose?
So I'm Dr. Nicole Dawkins-Wright, and I'm the Director for the Emergency Operations Center in the Ministry of Health and Wellness. As it relates to our capacities and our linkages, should we become overwhelmed? So over years, we would have built a very strong relationship with our private providers and health systems. So if it becomes necessary that we need to, in fact, move or transfer some of our patients to private care, we have some arrangements in place, and we will initiate those standard operating procedures.
So if this is the question in regards to the healthcare system, boy, hey, yo, I ain't got nothing to say. Let's see how it plays out. I ain't got nothing to say.
Thank you very much for those questions.
I'm gonna leave that alone. I pray
Good
that
morning,
everybody
everyone.
is good.
Mahir Stewart, Nationwide News here. My question to the Telecoms, Energy, and Transport Ministry, I guess, would be, in terms of the OUR and their regulation of the providers, how much confidence is there in the OUR to properly govern the providers in the response to the storm?
All right. Met, no, I saw the PD here before. I don't see her here. Now is she here? Okay, here she is. Madam PD. She's going to come and respond to that question. Do you have another one, or that's the only one? That's okay. All right. And she's very capable of answering any question.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Minister. Thank you very much, and good morning. The Ministry is confident that the Office of Utilities Regulation is positioned and poised to continue and to increase its regulation of utility providers. As you have heard Minister Vaz earlier, we would have had significant discussions post-burial as to the expectations that we have not only for utility providers but also our regulator. And we are confident that with the information that they have shared thus far and the measures they put in place and the experience from last year, that they will be in a position to monitor post-burial interaction or more activity from both the telecommunication providers and in particular JPS. I know which have been a concern, but you have heard Mr. Grant already and Minister Vaz. So we remain confident, and I know the Minister has the Director General of OUR on speed dial should anything be required.
All right, thanks.
So basically, them as them can manage anything. So nationwide question was about communications, obviously, because they are into communications, you know, getting their news reports out there, you understand? And of course, for us as well, content creators, communication is very important for our content creating, you understand? So, yeah, them say them confident, but again, it's a wait and see for me.
Thank you. Your next one.
Yes, my second question is to JPS as well as the other providers such as Digital and Flow. Well, to JPS specifically, we know that post Hurricane Beryl last year, there was a lot of controversy in terms of the bills that people received post restoration efforts. There are a lot of discrepancies. Some people were saying that they were charged too high. In terms of the protocol for charging Jamaicans after a storm, what's done to determine those bills, and how will it be done if we are negatively affected by this storm that's coming now?
All right, we'll let JPS respond. And I think Flo has indicated they'll also respond right after.
People, let me tell you something. The bill them are go high here, and that's what he's gonna come and tell us. Our bills are going to be high. All he's gonna come and do is explain why our bills are going to be high. Alright, so you see, in this season now, the hurricane, if you can limit the amount of usage, because whatever usage you use, the cost is going to be amplified. So if you don't have to turn on one light, don't turn it on. If you don't have to turn on one device, plug it out. I'm if you tell you, the bill them are go high. That is listen to him, listen.
Good morning. Thanks for that question. So in regards to the bills, I will say, as I mentioned earlier this year, JPS completed 100% rollout of our smart meters. Smart meters are digital meters with a high level of accuracy.
I disagree. Them meter their teeth. Them meter our high couple bill. My opinion. Janet, what's up? And them meter they, so them new meter they when they come in with, and them high couple bill. Right, Campbell, what's up?
So one of the things that's a change right now is, as a result of that smart meter rollout, we will now be able to very clearly and accurately have insights in terms of the consumptions. Prior to having smart meter rollout, we'd have to actually go ahead and have meter readers physically go out there and read the meters. And sometimes during a storm, that is not possible. By having smart meters and that communication being reported back to us, we will now have more accuracy and visibility actually into what's happening with the bills. In full transparency, I would say some of the potential pressures that a bill has is based on the change in the fuel mix that we have during storms. I just got a report a while ago that the floating storage regasification unit, that's the unit that supplies our liquefied natural gas, due to the hurricane threats and the adverse weather conditions, they're going to go ahead and demobilize. What does that mean? We're no longer going to have access to liquefied natural gas at some of our facilities, and unavailability of a particular unit that's only able to burn liquefied natural gas that's controlled by the independent power producers. So what that means for us then is units that are able to burn the alternate diesel oil, those units will burn alternate diesel oil. The reality is that's a more pricey commodity than liquefied natural gas, so that could potentially have upward pressures on the bill. In addition to the reality that now that you have some of the more efficient combined cycle units that are unavailable who burn gas, you're now burning less efficient unit that burn heavy fuel oil, and that could also have upward pressures on the bill. So the reality is, due to the fuel mix, independent power producers being unable to burn alternate diesel oil, and the need to burn
sound system bigger,
less efficient fuel to ensure the security of the grid and what you call security dispatch, there could be potential upward pressure. The good news is we're working with the OUR and other agencies to minimize that potential impact. I'll just close lastly with one thing that says the other thing that happens in a hurricane is that the renewable energy, wind and solar, are significantly curtailed. Curtailment in the order of over 80%. Different in the availability of that, you're talking about less than 20%. So in Jamaica, we have just over 50 megawatts of solar. The expected output during a hurricane, given the cloud cover, is pretty much zero or a little bit above that. So you now are going to have to be running other units that's burning fossil fuel to offset that to meet the customer demand and also ensure you have system stability and not a shutdown. Those combined effects in terms of not having availability of liquefied natural gas, the curtailment of renewables leads to potential upward trends in regards to bills and the impact. But we'll work with the regulators and other agencies to see what we can do to soften or minimize that. Hopefully I answered the question.
I think that was a
So people, well, our light bills are going to be high. Once they have to change the fuel, our light bills are going to be high. That's basically what he just said. And they claim that their meters are very accurate. I don't think so. You know, that's my opinion. I don't have any facts on that, but that's my opinion. I've never trusted those meters. I think they can be manipulated. You understand? As everything that is digital. But let's continue.
A long answer. Hugh Grant, who is the Chief Operating Officer of JPS, just provided his response, and we have with us Stephen Price, Stephen Price, our head of Flow. And I have to say, I really appreciate it, Stephen, for you being here. I know how busy you are. Thank you for that.
No problem. Thank you, Jamaica. I'd like to really say and add to that message that from a billing perspective, we believe that we have some very robust billing processes and procedures that have guided us, especially since the storm last year. Now, obviously, we recognize that hurricanes, weather events, emergencies such as our force majeure events, right? Last hurricane, because of the widespread outages that happened, we did something which was one-off from that perspective in terms of rebates of customers. We now have the kind of robust monitoring and reporting around outages right across the island, so we know exactly who is out, when they're out, how long they're out for. And so as the hurricane progresses, and we watch and we hope, knock on wood, that everything will be okay. But in the event that there is any danger, we'll evaluate, understand exactly just the extent of outages and make some decisions during them. But right now at this point, our bills are accurate. We encourage you to pay your bills, as that's how we do our things, right? And we're going to say to you that we're going to be pausing disconnections over the period of the storm and watch, just to make sure that everybody has access. We know there is always that challenge for the most vulnerable amongst us in terms of the prioritization of expenditure and emergencies because of their emergency supplies, etc. There's a little break coming, but those who can, we encourage you to continue to pay as you do, because that's how we keep the machinery running, right? So thank you very much.
But while you're here,
sure.
I will let you go. Say to Jamaica, Flow's readiness. Digicel is going to come up after you. So Flow's readiness for this store.
No, definitely. We have been at this for years. It's not our first rodeo. And I will say to you, I think this year is probably the best year for us as a combined utility group. I'll say to you, we've done our own simulations over the year. We've done regional simulations with other entities. We've done simulations here with JPS, NWC, Digicel, as well as ODPEM. So we are very, very prepared from that perspective. From a power perspective, while we work with our partners, we do have backup supply for about 61% of our mobile sites at this present point in time. So we work hand in hand. We have hardened some of the most vulnerable routes which affected our partners in terms of Digicel as well as NWC and JPS last year. Taken some of those on the ground in terms of Mandeville, Porus, Sandy Bay. A number of areas have gone on the ground in terms of that kind of infrastructure. So it's not aerial anymore, so it's less vulnerable to those kind of challenges. We are ready.
Yankee Bless, big up yourself. Mommy, Mark Stewart on Sunday. When did they in the blue shirt? What? So I'm backup channel in the Dayton? Yeah. Oh, okay, got you. So them say them prepared, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see how prepared they are. Man a plan and got a wipe. Very interesting. Flow say them ready. Let us continue.
Our teams are ready. Our emergency operations center is now open, and that will run 24/7.
Yeah, man, Flow say them ready, you know.
We have our field units, they are staged at locations right across the island to respond at a moment's notice. Once we get the all clear, and that's a very important point, I want to make sure that everybody understands. We're governed under the National Disaster Risk Management practices and processes. When ODPEM provides the all clear to the country, that's when we are able to go out and understand and inspect what is happening and make those assessments. JPS, NWC, Digicel, we're no different. We have to make those assessments at that point in time. And yes, we are a human organization as well. Our people have families. So we also have to take into consideration those things as well as we continue to restore. But at the same time, Once we get the all clear, we'll start the assessment period. That normally takes between 24 to 48 hours in terms of getting the first assessments. But what we commit to based on the communications that we've had,
I don't see it.
Digital, JPS, NWC, we will start to do and make sure that we have the quick wins first and foremost, but we will keep the nation informed. That is a guarantee from each and every one of us as utility providers that we will make sure this nation stays connected to the things that matter the most. Your families, your friends, your people, your loved ones. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you very much. You've heard from Flo, you've heard some commitments too, to all of you, and now we hear from Digicel. And I know you have another role, you know, but you're here as Digicel today.
Yes, good morning, everyone. Brittany Clark, Public Relations Manager for Digicel. So we echo your sentiments. Thank you so much. And again, we appeal to the public just to ensure that you continue to keep us updated, give us all the information that you need to get your services restored, and of course, stay tuned to our channels where we provide all accurate updates in a timely manner. So when it comes to bills, as you addressing your question, we know that, of course, during our weather events, any natural disasters, safety and connectivity are our priorities as telecoms providers. So it's always ensuring that we do the necessary assessments, especially post-storm, to ensure that our customers are treated fairly. So, you know, we don't want to see any exorbitant bills, especially where there are prolonged service disruptions. So while our billing systems will continue, as Mr. Price would have said, of course, we do want to ensure that we review and make any necessary adjustments and credits where necessary. So we have to provide any write-offs, any credits towards the bill payments, etc. We will implement those measures where necessary. Our goal is necessary to keep the public connected. Telecoms, it's essential. Contacting service providers, contacting the emergency responders, we need to keep persons up and running. So we too want to add that Digicel has strengthened our resiliency. We are relentless in staying up to date with our customers. So 24/7, we have several helplines available. We have our new WhatsApp line, which was implemented, and our AI bot is available to serve. That number is 876-355-5000. We also have our main line 619-5000 as well as 100, and our Ruby available via the My Digicel app. Now, as well, we want to ensure that our generators are up and running. We've added additional backup. So we have generator systems. We have our solar project, which is well underway. So we are ready as well to serve our customers during this time. But just to iterate rather, Digicel will monitor the network and billing systems closely to ensure accuracy and fairness. Our backup power, data, redundancy, and system checks are all in place. So everything is accurate at this time, and we will ensure that, especially post-storm, we do the necessary assessments and address customer concerns. But we are ready, and again, we too are appreciative of the partnership with all our utility providers. Also to add, vandalism is a problem that we continue to face. So we want to again echo the sentiments that, please, these are essential services. So continue to take care of them because we help to take care of you. So again, we join. We know Flo is also on board to support, but we join to say, guys, please do not damage our equipment because it causes more damage in the long run. So please, let's stand together. And if you see something, please say something. But Digicel is ready, and we thank you.
Thank you. All right, Digicel says they are ready too. Do we have any other questions from the media? No other questions? Going once, going twice. And it is now gone. Your opportunity is gone. And I want to thank everybody here for really coming and giving the updates that you did. Jamaica is very grateful for it. What it shows is that things have improved over last year. And Hurricane Beryl, we did a pretty decent job in response, but there were some areas that we didn't do as well in. And you here, and I was so...
Hey, moment. Start from 129. All right. People hear this.
Good to hear from JPS, from Flo and Digicel, and also including ODPEM in terms of the work that had been done on NWC in making sure that we're in a better position this time around. We will be continuing with our press briefings. We will have discussions with ODPEM and the Met Service. We may need to do another press briefing tomorrow morning. Our goal as government is to keep you informed right along the way. So please, as you've heard, listen to the official channels. That's where you should get your information from, not a weird person on any.
All right, that's a mega blaster. She stink. She outada. She rank. And feisty. Right, that's a mega blaster. She outada, man. Yes. You understand? You get this work today. I mean, know say, Mr. Wayne knows some I go cover this. But I have to ask Christ. Say my cover. She stink, man. She not no manners, brother. Eh? You do it already? So come me now see my microphone I come up. Me now hear. We said was something done already? No, this is a press conference I just go on a while ago. Mr. Lawson could have never done it already. Unless you wanna watch it live. No man, she said something a while ago, man. Dora the Explorer, man. Yeah, man, Dora the Explorer, she stink. She oughta. Yes, I control shots off of the flag of them. Yes, she's classless. She stink. I mean, what to my microphone, man? Yo, brother, I don't know nobody around with me right now, because I'm doing mad already, you know. So, let me just get this microphone here work. Because I don't understand what I'm going to say. No, well, I know, I'm going to make you hear it. I'm going to make you hear it. Mic check, 1 2 1 2. So, I have it on default and the microphone still now work. That don't make no sense. Mic check, 1 2 1 2. Mic check, 1 2 1 2. Alright, the microphone will work right there, so okay. Alright. Let's try this now. Let's try this. See, so it you know? Activate. Let me see if it activate now. Yo. Alright, I'm going to restart it. OBS is a thing, you know. Woman, you're out there, man. She out there. She rank and stink no blows and skirt I can talk about. But yo, I actually even know. From what day them a piss me off, you know. From what day them a piss me off. No, she terrible, man. She out there, man. She for go and allow the free press alone. You understand? And me not even start talking. That's all I know, cause me know why you pray me, you know. Yeah, make me go pray him right now. Me know want to pray him. And me know say all mystic sensation I get win of this. And briefly talk about it. It is not my desire. But these people are just out of order. They hold no bound in their biases towards the free press. And as a member of the free press, may I defend the free press. She stink. She out of order for what she said. And she described we in our way. You understand? That was like we are below her feet. She stink, man. And the moment I think about it, I get mad. She out of order. She out of order, brother. She forgot from us, man. You feel me I say? No joke about it. No joke about it. You see me? She not no manners. I want to the microphone, God. I want to go on and say something, alright? From the other day, I have some problem with the microphone, you know. Need a new microphone now. Microphone I get some drop couple times, well, you know, so anything can happen. Anything can happen, people. If this don't work, I just have to move on. I can't bother. I will move on. Maybe it on my own at a time. Mic check, 1 2 1 2. Are we open? Are we live? Is the line live? That's a default line. We need this live open. Mic check. Oh, there we go. Yeah. Let me turn it on. Yeah, it's here, man. Ready, man. Ready. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a brother Bolo Vietnam. We're here with another one. You know, say that lady up on your screen, Dr. Dana Morris Dixon, aka Dora the Explorer. You know, say she out there. You know, say she fresh. You know, say she not no manners. And she come style the content creator them and the people in past social media. Watch her. Look at this. Listen to this, people. Listen to this.
We will be continuing with our press briefings. We will have discussions with RPEM and the Met Service. We may need to do another press briefing tomorrow morning. Our goal as government is to keep you informed right along the way. So please, as you've heard, listen to the official channels. That's where you should get your information from, not a weird person on any social media platform. You listen to the ministers here, you go to official GIS, you go to the Office of the Prime Minister, and you go to the Ministry of Environment and Climate, Water and Climate Change. That's where you're going to get your information, and ODPEM is the lead. ODPEM leads all of us in our response, and so you go to ODPEM first, and then you can see what everybody else is saying.
Hear this bottom of the barrel, low class individual. I come talk about she could have just said, get the information first from the JIS and other official sources and did it right there so. But she stink and she smell herself, she feel like she smarty, she come now and come talk about, don't get the information from any weird person on YouTube. Me notice when my man the name Christopher Tufton, all of them have the same thing, you know. The other day him come on a style Zara Burton, but she have mental health issue. No, that's why these people don't have no plans like the PMP had, you know, for the creative industry, you know, because they don't rate the creative industry. Them always try to style the creative industry. She stink.
We'll have discussions with RPM and
Listen
the
to
next
this.
service. We may need to do another press briefing tomorrow morning. Our goal as government is to keep you informed right along the way. So please, as you've heard, listen to the official channels. That's where you should get your information from, not a weird person on any social media platform. You listen to the ministers here, you go to official GIS, you go to the Office of the Prime Minister, and you go to the Ministry of Environment and Climate, Water and Climate Change. That's where you're going to get your information, and ODPEM is the lead. ODPEM leads all of us in our response, and so you go to ODPEM first, and then you can see what everybody else is saying. And so you've gotten more information. The Met Service reminded me to say to you that if you have not yet started to prepare for Tropical Storm Melissa, you need to do so now. Again, if you've not started, you need to do so now. And so, as always, we pray for Jamaica. We pray that God will spare us the worst of this storm or hurricane. But as we...
So, when you hear this woman there, right, and violate the... I look on him face too. I violate about some weird person on social media. Can you imagine why the people on social media weird? Dora the Explorer. Dora the Explorer. Dora! Swiper, stop swiping. Why is it that you have to... So one person, Tufton said that the Zara Burton need mental health. I don't know if you guys are familiar with that article. Andre spoke about it last night. Right? Andre Stevens spoke about it last night. So we are seeing a pattern here, ladies and gentlemen, with PDTV. We are seeing a pattern here. Yes? With the members of the Jamaica Labour Party. Yeah, man, we are seeing one pattern, man. We are seeing a pattern. Let me go to it. Let me find it real quick. Them out that they ring can stink no blows and skirt. If you go from us, I mean, no apology. No apology. Them feel lift up. Because them get too bright, you know. I get too bright. You understand? Them cross them boundaries, brother. You're a public official. And then them too thin skin and then can't take criticism. You understand? And then they can't take the pressure. When we have pressure them on the social media. So that this is why they send these jobs. You understand? This is why them send these jobs. I think alright that's what we know. Yeah man, alright that's it. I believe alright that's it.
At least 500,000. Really, I'm looking forward to getting some orders before I end the show tonight. As I'm wrapping up the show tonight, Jamaica.
Yes.
Are you aware that 80,000 Jamaicans are living in abject and absolute poverty? Are you aware of how many Jamaicans living in abject and absolute poverty?
See it, yeah.
$80 million. Stop, and I've made it clear.
See it, yeah? Right, that's all. Right, that's all.
I'm a big advocate for mental health.
Talk up
but
on
you see, when a minister of health can come
yes
and tell a journalist who questions why he got a national award,
Yes.
to go and check their mental health,
Mm-hmm.
you're damn rude.
Out order, stink, germs.
Zara Hazard Burton has the right.
Carry on going with.
She has the right
Mm-hmm.
to call out whether or not you are worthy enough of a national award. And you, Christopher, and I've made it clear, you are not deserving of a national award.
Nope. Nope.
You are not deserving of a national award.
Not at all.
Look at the state of our hospitals. Look at the state of healthcare.
Mhm.
What are you being awarded for?
Exactly. Exactly.
What is this drunker being awarded for?
Talk up, Andre.
What is this crowbait being awarded
Talk up, Andre.
for? What is this lesion being awarded for?
Talk up.
You must go check on your mental health because you take up $80 million for service upon hand.
Mighty God. We need a dividing cap. You hear that? You see? If you live in a glass house, don't throw stones. You go take up 80 million, almost $80 million go award to Ben Spunani in a government contract under your ministry. You were the catalyst of that, you know. You were the foundation, the causation. If it not were your recommendation and for this particular entity, market me, they wouldn't have been awarded any government contracts at all, and that's a fact. That is something that cannot be refuted based off the Integrity Commission report. Your recommendation is what set off that $80 million award in a contract. Yeah. Damn out order.
You take up $80 million to service a punani. So
That's
your mental health must be checked up.
Check up on it for me there. Check up on it for me there.
You took up $80 million to service a punani. So you.
My God.
Your mental health must be checked up.
That's a lot for Ben's punani, man. Ben's not cost so much money.
You're damn rude.
Out order.
And when you're done, you come and use argument that you were bullied and I want to come spin it because you see everybody talking about it. But the media is so bought out in this country. Emily now go tell him same wrong, you know. Bill Taylor now go tell him same wrong. Cliff Hughes and Georgie Porgy pudding and pie now go tell him same wrong. Deion Jackson now go tell him same wrong, you know. The bloggers of Jamaica need to call him out for it.
Let me tell you something, man. The Jamaica Labour Party fears the free press. They only like the free press that they are paying and controlling. They only like JLP vloggers because they speak very, highly of them and what they're doing. And they make excuses for the nonsense and the failings that they do. That they say and do. You get me? They make excuses for them. As soon as Mark Golding says anything that is nothing for them to criticize, their mainstream media pundits like National Nonsense Network and their vloggers, they jump out and just propaganda behind propaganda. And if they are free to go out there and do that under this government, why is it that other vloggers are being attacked by Dora the Explorer? Why is it that journalists is being attacked by Christopher Tufton? Big Zara Burton. Anybody that oppose them, anybody that expose them attack. Them feel lift up now. They are dictators. You understand? They are the weapon that form against this wonderful island, this wonderful country, this wonderful people. You understand? Andre called them Tutsis. That is a cute word. I think a better not so cute word is needed to describe them. You understand? Them out order, man.
It's insensitive. It is insensitive. Insensitive, Courtney, for a minister of health to look at a journalist and go tell her, go check up on your mental health. Damn rude and flipping rank.
Him stink, man.
The rotted rank.
Him stink.
It's like you a piece of shit of yourself.
Embarrassing. He needs some milk.
It's wrong, Jamaica. It's wrong.
Talk up the things, Andre.
And we must take mental health struggles in this country seriously.
Of course. Of course. Mental health is very, very serious. You understand? Watch out. You need mental health therapy. I hope you seek it. Watch out. So this a stinking brother diagnose the lady. Somebody say you need to delete this tweet and apologize, do better. Just last week, Minister Tufton says we should remove the stigma from Bellevue, and today he is being ableist, choosing to weaponize mental health like it's a punchline, piles on the stigma that people with real mental health struggles already face. You need to delete the tweet and apologize. No, make him keep it up. And there's no apology. He need to be fired. He needs to be fired. Him stink.
Yes, sir.
Germs.
Them kind of fuss here, Natalie, make Christian cuss. When you have to ride in this blinking country with these crowbaits and drunkards and legion.
Yes, legion for real. Demon them.
An apology is not enough. He must resign.
Facts, Andre. Facts.
He must. Any other country, Jamaica.
Man, for
Jamaica set this
24 baby in a 25 day and still they are same way. And I go on with himself. Look, I mean, you know, outside of Dora the Explorer. I mean, honestly, outside of Dora the Explorer, ladies and gentlemen, you're telling me that after the Integrity Commission report, Tufton have the audacity, the unmitigated gall, for you poke out in chest, like say, you know, like say him is of any standard and integrity and class. He should be holding his head down in shame. Almost $80 million for Benz Punani. You think say anybody out here, whether you're a simp, you're a simp, you're the king of simps. Who does that? Who the hell does that? If you not do that for your wife, it don't make no sense. No woman that you are in personal relation or personal friendship with, that the report say. No woman that is under those relationship with you should be getting those types of favors or recommendations from you. Oh, because of our tax dollar. Because of out of your pocket to come. This is why you figure out prison. That's why you figure out prison feet, you know. And when you take back $80 million out of your pocket, where that woman get, you see what I deal with? Unsolicited, what they call it? Contract awarding or recommendation or unsolicited procurements. I now come telling Zara Burton about you need mental health therapy. So you diagnose the lady. And then I talk about say, I hope you seek it. You come like a doctor in front of your name, I get to your head, you know. Because you're not any doctor, you know. You're not any real doctor. Dr. Alfred Dawes is a real doctor. Not you. But I'm telling you, I'm so happy that God is alive. I'm so happy that God sees all deeds done. Because the punishment, I'm telling you, man, all of you in the Jamaica Labour Party, all of you. Yeah, man, Julius are going to talk about Radam. When the Radam reach you, nothing normal. God alone, I going to take care of all of you. You're disgusting, man.
You award him for no CT scan. You award him for no MRI. You award him for no accident. You award him for no hospital beds. No medication. No linen. No AC.
Nothing.
That's what the Governor General rule is about.
Nothing.
Jamaica
Absolutely
has set a
nothing.
precedence of poor governance that has eroded.
True. That's facts.
And in the past social media now, I play victim. The past social media
Classic.
play victim.
Classic. People
I am
like up the
tired of
life.
this, Jamaica.
Yeah, I'm tired of them too, man.
I am tired of it.
Fully tired.
And the opposition
100%.
must call him out. Alfred Dawes must call him out. The Medical Association must call him out.
Agreed.
The Doctors Association must call him out. The
Agreed.
psychiatrists of this country must call him out. You know? All animals are equal, but some are more equal. You know, if it was Pent and Ferguson, the whole of the media fraternity and the whole of the
Talk
medical
truth, Andre. Talk truth.
must resign. I have seen less than this, and they have called for Penton's resignation.
Terrible, man. Jamaica, you were on a level. Jamaica on a level.
And you're telling me, a man is going to look, you need mental health therapy. I hope you seek it. You have rank and peace.
Him face the bad.
This Tundus look oh, red man, where look like, Remember, you know. Demigods in this country. Demigods in this country have consequences.
Everything have consequences.
Only make them demigods in this country.
That is it. That is it, Andre. The people are to be blamed. They make them demigods to true.
I'm not a weird person on any social media platform. That's where you should get your information from. Not a weird person on any social media platform. That's right along the way. So please, as you've heard, listen to the official channels. That's where you should get your information from. Not a weird person on any social media platform. That's where you should get your information from. Not a weird person on any social media platform.
Not a weird person on any social media platform. So on the sea level of disrespect. So you see, then the people on social media shut up. Look at what weird means. Something suggesting supernatural or unearthly, inhuman. Just for context. This is the definition of weird. You understand? This is the definition of weird. Unnatural, inhumane, unearthly. That's what she called the social media people. Now, I was on social media last night warning people not to take the storm unlikely and not to think that, oh, we're going to just escape and there will be no damages. I was on social media telling people to prepare themselves if they have not prepared yet. Today, she said the exact same thing. But the weird person on social media platforms, you must not listen to them. These people are full of shit. You understand? Them are germs. You understand? And them are show themselves. Them are smell themselves. You ever hear them say, when a young boy piss start burn grass, and when woman are, yes, them are feel themselves that way there. We have turned them into demigods. Uno have turned them into demigods because Uno see what they did in the first 10 years, right? And so many of you still voted for them, even if them thieved the election. So many of you still stood up and went and put your ink. Someone hate Mark Golding so much. Me see one video that I was not aware of. When Mark Golding went to a polling station, they want to hear the woman in the background. Me hate you! Me hate you! Me could have never vote for you. You would have think say Mark Golding kill her pitney. You would have think say Mark Golding great part to how she go on. You should have heard the anger and the fierceness and the demon in the woman. Mark Golding has done nothing to Jamaican people to deserve that type of vitriol. He's never been in power. And even when he was a businessman, he never did anything to the Jamaican people. Mark Golding's family is the standard of service to this country. His father and his mother. For the people that are disabled. Right? And people have them type of hatred towards him. And then you have these people calling people weird. And I talk about people need mental health. When clearly they are the ones that need it. Remember she saying, this is one on the street, saying, there's nobody's being trapped. And Andrew Owens say, people are being trapped. So who weird and who need mental health? Who no weird and who no need mental health? Stop projecting. Stop projecting. Dora the Explorer and all the members of the JLP. Who no weird and who no need mental health and no evil and wicked. But God not sleep. I'm going to move on. Tell me what you guys think about that in the comment section. Them out there, man. Them out there, them, yo, I don't even know. I'm move on, yeah, man. Make me move on. Let me go to the man of God real quick. I may have to record this now. This serious warning. Warning, 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 warning. Mark Stewart. I'm a win. So we're winning right now, yeah, we're winning right now. Let's worship the Lord this morning.
Wife.
Our life.
Good morning.
Right, that's all. Right, that's all. Right, that's all. All right, welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Please remember to hit the like button. We have Mark Stewart with a word to the country, to Jamaica. Something that I forgot to highlight, but it's necessary to the pending disasters that is coming right now. So let's get into it, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go.
Jamaica, good morning to the world.
You don't have
A lot to worry about, but we don't have further to go.
There's a
lot going on, Jamaica.
Why worry
I have never seen it like this.
about tomorrow?
The death toll is rising. I got that word last week. The death toll is rising, Jamaica. There's no stopping to the bloodletting on our streets, our roads.
Live your life
My God.
and expect serving Jesus. Oh, you don't have.
And we want to get into a time of prayer, time of reflection, because something is just not right. But as Sister Nelly says, I felt like I just needed to leave this place. Well, not leave the country, but be concerned for Jamaica. Right now, I have to be pulling myself to be concerned over this nation. Because no matter how we pray, no matter how we preach, no matter how we declare, this nation seems to be going down a path that is, I don't know, but something is in the air. Something just not right in this country. You can feel it. It's not the nation. This is not the country that we know, that we grew up.
No.
Something is just not right. And it's as if the people have no control, I don't know, but something, I don't know who can attest. Being a nation that's supposed to be under God, it's as if we're so far from God.
Far.
I don't know. Something is just not right. And this week, we got to zero in on repairing the breach. Something is just not feeling good. Over the last week or so, the amount of crashes, the amount of deaths.
Yeah, man.
Every day, all I'm hearing, people calling, funerals, death.
Yeah.
The nation has become a dead nation. It's too much. the sacrilege, the sacrifice. We told you. I don't want to say I told you so. I want to stay away from even telling you that I told you so, Jamaica. Because we've been talking about this death order. That we ought to reverse this death order. This curse, this spell, the curse is as if like you can feel that there is something radically wrong with the people, their behavior. I've never seen a time when Jamaican people have turned so much away from God and killing each other with evil, witchcraft, family. I have never listened. The amount of people, Jesus Christ, reaching out to me, how to kill me, saying, man of God, evil in the workplace, in the family.
Terrible, man. Terrible.
I am taken aback by the amount of witchcraft that is being levied at families by other families. In the workplace, witchcraft, keeping people from their jobs. Obvious science. No, Jamaica. It's gone bad, you know. It's gone very bad, you know. Jamaica. What's going on? Oh God, I don't know. I feel hopeless. Sometimes I feel helpless. How do I help this nation? We've been praying. We've been calling the people. They're not coming. They go out. They spend expensive. They go to party, dance, clubs. Today is holiday weekend. A lot of people thinking about beach, party, rivers.
True.
Ain't thinking about church. Even the Christians may be taking time off from church to go have fun. The people don't seem to be interested to engage in the presence of God and engage a God who is able to change the situation. I'm concerned. The young people, they're missing from worship, missing from church, but they're out there. What are we going to do, Jamaica?
I'm getting no hurry. Somebody over here know what we're talking about. Somebody know what we're talking about.
What here? The remnants is still here, Lord. Those who are called by your name and those who are calling on your name. Those who have not tainted our garments with evil and with blood. Even though others are saying otherwise, we pay them no mind because we know who we are in you and for you. We've been laboring. I was saying the other day, all these years I've been in this country as a young preacher growing up, I've never felt so much negative. I've never, I don't know, words cannot describe.
Yeah, man, the energy on the place,
feeling, being a Jamaican, but being a preacher. We've not been very perfect, you know. We've never been, never have been. But I know that we have blown the trumpet. We have preached gospel in songs, in word. We've gone to the neck and woods of this nation preaching God's word. All of a sudden, Jamaicans have forgotten who we are and what we stand for, joining with some haters.
That's it.
We preached, we labored, we fasted, we prayed, we have all night, we did everything to reverse the order, but the people, they still turn to man instead of God.
Well,
and now we are in danger of annihilation, massacres, death, crashes, our children being murdered, family disputes, witchcraft, evil, obvious science, the order of the day. The young generation don't want God. Oh God, will you not help the remnant? Have mercy upon us. Father, I stretch my hand. Father, have faith. We're in a dead zone, Jamaica. The deads are piling up. I told you that there will be no place to bury the dead, and I heard it on the television news this week. Yes. Or sometime either between this week and last week, I heard it. Yes. The
nowhere to bury the
cemeteries are
dead.
full. Now they got to be thinking about other ways. Are they going to build some big vault and cremate everybody and put them in there in bottle? Because the land space and the funeral cemeteries are packing out. I told you, Jamaica. I went to Methodist, I went to Govt, and I got nervous. I wanted to leave. I went there to do a burial, and I got nervous. I wanted to leave. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. I couldn't believe that Jamaicans were being put down, 3 on top of each other, 2. They were telling you, please remember this number, or you won't remember where your dead is placed. They're cleaning lands. They're moving the sidewalks to put graves. They have people making 30, 40, 50 graves in a day, and they're done. No less than 100. 1 cemetery a day. I've been saying it. Now they're telling us the cemeteries are packed full. Is it? Jesus Christ. And the people still seems to lost sense of the reality on the ground. They celebrate the dead as if it's just a pastime, it's a party time, it's a dance, it's a oh God, ignorance, and everybody seems to make a living off the dead in Jamaica. What is this? Everybody, lots of companies, people, individuals, parlors, everybody is making a big cut of the dead. So now we're living in a nation that people rather you dead than alive, because they make more out of you when you're dead than when you're alive. What a nation to be living in. I'm scared. And your funeral 4 months, just like I, because they got to get the party on, they got to get everybody in, they got to get all the celebration they can get in, all the liquor they can sell and drink, all the food they can eat, all the money they can make off your dead body. This is the Jamaica we're living in, and the reality is hitting us in our face, and we're turning a blind eye to it. In the hospitals, on the streets, witchcraft playing a big role. Our people are dying like dogs. Every day I talk about it. It hurts so much to see how our people don't value life. When you talk, they hate you the more. When you talk for truth, when you talk for righteousness, when you tell the people, true. The bewitchment is too much, Jamaica. Oh God. Everybody lift your hand and shout this morning. Say, I don't know. I don't know, man. It's too much. Probably some of you wondering, who's that? So it's actually one car. It's pronounced one Carlos. It's actually like Juan, but it's pronounced one. You know what is it, Spanish? Yeah? So it's actually one Carlos, yeah? Rodriguez, D. Santiago. All right, so I got to learn Spanish. I got to learn the French. Is French or Spanish? I don't even know. You know, yeah, you go to Spanish-speaking, French-speaking country, you can't talk. I said, what you say? I got to learn a little of the basics, you know? And so it's actually one Carlos, all right? So I can play it for you before. So it's Spanish, right? Spanish. Jesus, it's Spanish. Spanish stuff to pronounce. First part. Get it right now, so I know what to say. One. I call you on the live. I don't know. Let me see.
That's it.
No other help we know in Jamaica. Don't get that. UK on scene television. Let me try to get the marshal. On this holiday.
All right, man, let's write this up. So, ladies and gentlemen, the pastor, the prophet speaking about the rising of the death toll in Jamaica. And if you guys don't realize it, it is quite alarming what we're witnessing. You understand? Very much alarming. So, that's one of the things he was highlighting there. Sorry about that. Let's get to this now. Let us get to this, ladies and gentlemen. Let us get to this. There's an article There's an article on this. I believe it's the Gleaner. So Facebook. I don't think I need to show you guys this part, you know. I think I can go on camera now. Yeah, I think I can go on camera now. Turn off this now. I can go on camera for this part. Ah! Alright. Plug out that. Put it right there, sir. And put this right there, sir. Uh-huh. All right. What go on, the people? What go on? Move this and turn down this. All right, so we can free up more for find and more for find. Sure. Sure. Inter Miami say I Messi. People them are carrying them boat though, Port Maria. Residents and business operators in Port Maria are bracing for possible flooding. Oh yeah, Port Maria. Oh, them they drain there. Oh yeah, water already there. Now them and the water not coming. Yeah man. Wanna know where we go? Police car unalive the Linstead crash. Wow. Judge slaps down wild man's appeal for pause of reaping up fraud trial. Ah! Them a go prison. Mystic Sensation I talk about this today. Movada's son Dante again charged by police. What? Oh man, bro. Man, if I was him, if I was Movada's son, Patrick Wagwan Patrick. Teresa said there only a few will make it. Boy, God always on point, you know. So you know what go. The Bible tell you, you know, man. Bible tell you. Almost everything on the news is about so watch ya. Them a clean up the drain them. Watch ya. Emergency cleaning. Desilting efforts underway in attempt to clear path. Limit rainwater overflow during storm. Hey, PMP, thank you guys. Thank you guys for putting the fire under the JLP. Because I see if you guys never did what you did in Parliament, we would not be seeing this reaction from the Jamaica Labour Party government. Yo, you want to see? I'm showing you. Look at this. Sandy Gully this, you know. Look how Sandy Gully clear. Look at the truck them. I work hard. Them I work hard to clean the truck them. So big up to the People's National Party. Yes. I them I get credit for this. Over here, so. If we put pressure. It says here Robert Morgan without portfolio, with responsibility for works, speaks with Anthony Miller, Member of Parliament for St. Andrew, Western, during a pre-tropical storm tour of the cleaning of Sandy Gully and other key areas where preventative measures were being implemented yesterday. So that was yesterday. Yeah, man. Pressure. Yesterday or Wednesday. Tuesday was when the PMP pressure them, and Wednesday we have action. That is what the opposition is there for. Just in case some people didn't know. That is why. Alright? That is why. Alright. So, Desmond McKenzie run out, you know. I'm going to deal with Desmond first. Yeah, man, I'm going to deal with him first. Then run out. He run out. Alright, so people, Desmond McKenzie run out, you know. Desmond McKenzie run out. And please remember if I can share the video. See? Make we hear what Desmond McKenzie has said, because it is alleged that the contractor them saying them don't get some money. You understand? Make we hear what one.
I listened to a radio station yesterday, and here have a meeting in the St. Catherine Municipal Corporation where the councillors are raising concerns about lack of funding to fund or to pay for works that have been given out in their respective divisions, and they can't get the allocations. And my disappointment out of that meeting was the response of the deputy mayor of Spanish Town, who, in responding to the councillor's concern, made a remark that they are not getting any money from the Ministry of Local Government. Well, I want to say this morning, it is a lie from the pit of hell. And I want to clear the air, because I don't want anybody to give the impression that this administration is withholding funds from any municipal corporation. Let me say this. There are three elements of funding that the local authorities get from central government. The first one is the parochial revenue fund, which is 66.33% of the proceeds of motor vehicle license, etc. So everything that is motor vehicle wise, that is paid into the tax office, local government gets 66.33% of that to be shared amongst all the municipal corporation. It is not the Ministry of Local Government that determines the allocation. It is based on your road network that the calculation is done, and the figure is sent to the ministry, and the ministry will advise the local authorities that your PRF allocation for the month is $5. You must submit your programs. We can't hold on that money. And the only money that is owed to the municipal corporations from PRF is for August, because we are not getting in the programs from the MCs requesting the funds for the month of August. And the mayor and the deputy mayor knows better than what he's saying. The other source of funding that they get is from trade license. Again, trade license is collected by TAJ and is remitted to the MCs. It don't come to the Ministry of Local Government. And the third funding that they get is property taxes. Property taxes covers the entire administration of local government. Property taxes pay for garbage collection. Property taxes pay the councillors' salary. Property taxes pay the workers of the municipal corporation. So the Ministry of Local Government don't hold on any money. And what they are not telling the country and telling their municipalities, that there are 13 schemes of own source revenues that the municipal corporation have at their disposal, that nobody can tell them how to use that money. They determine how their own source revenues are used. And I'm not going to be bullied by anybody who want to create mischief. Look at the state of your administration of your municipality first before you start to pass remarks and make statements which you cannot substantiate.
Hi, Tamara. So only hear that. That a film explanation. Zin, notice me not cut him off. Make we hear what Mr. Norman Scott has said.
Norman Scott, Chairman of the St. Catherine Municipal Corporation and Mayor of Spanish Town. And I'm speaking from the National Caucus of the PNP of councillors. And we wish to categorically refute recent statement made by the Honorable Nestor Morgan, Minister of Works, and I think it has climate change. He's claiming that funding was sent to the municipal corporations in a press conference this morning. And I want to make it absolutely clear that all the municipalities that we have checked, the latest funding that they have gotten are, in some instances, the latest being August and some as late as July. So this statement that the minister has made, we want to refute it. We want to make it absolutely clear that the municipal corporations have not received any such fund.
So, Mayor, in terms of preparation for the hurricane in that event, how are you coping since no funds have come to the council?
Well, we have to be just using, and I want to make it absolutely clear in answering that question, because the funding for August that we received has to be used to pay the allocations for councillors that are outstanding, work that have already been done. And so the council is extremely strapped at this moment, at this particular time, for resources to deal with this impending system. We are expecting and we are hoping that, as the minister has stated, that the PRF for September should be used for drain cleaning, and so we are hoping that those funds will be sent to us very soon so that mitigation works can be done in order to be prepared for this impending system.
I remember Minister Mackenzie, make a statement probably about a week or so about that. That's, the parish councils have some funds, I think is 4 set of funds where they can go ahead and use without any approval from the Minister of Local Government.
No. What he said is that the councils have own source funding. And I will just want to, I think he named 13 to be exact in his statement. But I just want to make it absolutely clear that these own source funds that the councils have in their jurisdiction is a peanut. It's a peanut. And in some cases, it can't even help in making the salaries for those persons that are employed in these various areas.
Well, help us to understand, during times of disaster like what we're experiencing now, isn't there some emergency funding that government has that they usually disperse to, say, parish councils and so on to help with the whole preparation aspect of things?
Well, I can't speak for central government. I can only speak for the local authority. That under the PRF system, there is a fund that is called the SGR, which is in effect an emergency fund.
And that has not been paid over to you?
I can't say it's not paid over to us. It is a fund that is kept at the council, but you have to seek permission from the minister in order for it to be expended.
That fund now that Mr. Morgan said that the councils would have received, if you don't get this money, or detrimental, it would be, for going forward.
It is going to adversely affect mitigation work for the municipal corporation.
Of course.
No, man.
All right. So, Mr. Desmond McKenzie was huffing and puffing about funds that they have that they can spend, that is the municipality, without the permission of the ministry or the minister. And you heard Mr. Norman Scott say, this is why context matters, you know. Those funds are peanuts. Peanuts compared to the funds that central government have. And using my own deductive reasoning, I tend to want to lean on the information that Mr. Scott gave. It brings more context because Desmond McKenzie was defensive. He was angry, he was emotional. And Mr. Norman Scott was very calm. He was very clear and cogent about what he said because he has knowledge, extensive knowledge in this area of local government. He's been doing this for years, right? So Desmond McKenzie was emotional and he was calm. So I'm going to lean more on Mr. Norman Scott. But eventually, the truth is going to come out, ladies and gentlemen. It always does. And I'm just here to live and, you know, see it manifest and unfold. Because I don't understand what the argument really is from the Jamaica Labour Party in regards to why is it now it is now Mr. Norman Scott said some places have gotten money from the government August, some of them last July. Do we understand that September, October are 2 months and we are in October right now going into November and there's a storm coming? So why didn't they get money in September? And why haven't they got money in October? And those 2 monies can help them to prepare for the storm. Because you see, we got warning shots, you know. God gave us warning shots. You see the rain that fell, you see Spur Tree Hill, you see parts of St. Andrew, where the people in house mash up on them something and gutter gone in it. The people in the Sandy Gully, all the people in Sandy Gully, the liquor rain will fall. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know if you guys have been watching the main news reports about this storm Melissa, but I watched one of them, and one of the key things that was said is that the clouds in the storm is extremely high. And somebody can correct me if this is wrong, but according to the individual on there, when you have the higher the clouds are, is the more rain that comes out of the cloud. So they're looking at 12 inches of rain. Ladies and gentlemen, the rains that fell on a normal day did not come with that capacity of rain. So this is very, very serious. Alison, big up yourself. Alfonso, sorry, big up yourself. Michelle, big up yourself. This is very, very serious. And you guys need to prepare yourself properly for this. Because while there's a back and forth about if the reason why the drains are not clean in these particular municipalities, the reality is, before the issue was raised as to why they weren't clean. So if Verona, big up, so if they are not being cleaned right now, if there's not money being allocated as we speak right now, then that is a big issue. However, I just saw something very encouraging right here. I saw something very encouraging. Let me go to this article right here from the Gleaner, right? These silting efforts underway in attempt to clear path, limit water overflows during storm. All right, Morgan, Mr. Morgan and Mr. Anthony Hilton in this picture here. Let me just go to the article real quick, my good people. But this is encouraging. This is encouraging, very encouraging indeed. All right, but I like how the People's National Party put genuine pressure on the situation, because honestly, they are there. The People's National Party, any opposition, any good opposition, is supposed to be advocating on behalf of the people, 100%. You understand? And our well-being. So let me just let the AI work here. So technology, we're gonna use it to our advantage.
Rudolph Brown / photographer. Heavy-duty equipment being used to clean a section of the Sandy. A major desilting of sections of the Sandy Gully in St. Andrew got underway yesterday morning in a race against time as Tropical Storm Melissa meanders towards Jamaica. Works Minister Robert Morgan, Member of Parliament, MP for St. Andrew Western Anthony Hilton, and Director of Communications at the National Works Agency, NWA, Stephen Shaw, were on hand in the gully as heavy-duty equipment cleared mountains of silt, trees, and other debris just under the Spanish Town Road Bridge in the vicinity of Riverton City and Weymouth Drive. Morgan told reporters the measure is aimed at protecting one of the country's major assets and to ward off the ripple effects if it is damaged as a result of what forecasters are predicting could be hurricane conditions. What we are doing here is a temporary measure. It will not solve the problem that faces the gully. That problem will be solved by the major capital project that is going through the process now, Morgan said. There are other sections of the gully that span different constituencies that have seen the undermining of the gully and the collapsing of the wall. We are very much aware of these issues. Headlines delivered to your inbox. Sign up for the NWA has done a detailed assessment of the gully. We have also done drawings and designs to do remedial work. We are going to be doing some remedial work shortly outside of the major capital project. That is to come, to look at the most critical areas that are under threat. But right now our main focus is to be prepared for what could be a very damaging storm and to protect life and property by protecting this bridge, which is spanning the major artery heading into Kingston. In the meantime, Hilton voiced concern for residents and businesses along what is the largest gully in the corporate area. The extent of the problem is way beyond this. Upstream, the invert, gully floor, and the sides have been torn away. People are directly in the path of the water. Businesses are directly in the path of the water, the MP said. Hilton noted that he had indicated to the Jamaica Public Service, JPS, that the site where it stores poles to be used as replacements in the event of hurricane damage to infrastructure could be directly affected as well. I fear and hope and pray if Melissa comes, we don't have the kind of damage that I apprehend could happen to JPS's site and to the people on the banks of the river and downstream, he said. The MP added that he believed the bridge faces an immediate threat from forested areas downstream that result in water not running off and, instead, getting backed up, leading to overflows of the gully banks that would threaten the community of Seaview Gardens. Shaw admitted that several other areas of the gully required attention, but that the Spanish Town Bridge project was deemed urgent at this time. Right here, today, what we are seeking to do is to ensure that the excess debris that is in the vicinity and beneath the bridge, we remove as much of that material as possible so that the free flow, which is the space between the invert and the bottom of the bridge, is greater, he explained, noting that this would allow the infrastructure to adequately cope with the amount of storm water expected during the passage of Melissa. Morgan conceded that the unplanned desilting of the gully was racing against the imminent threat. Usually, we desilt the Sandy Gully whenever a rain event is about to come of a major intensity. The fact of the matter is that the Sandy Gully and its tributaries carry debris from all across, not just the debris that is not supposed to be in the gully. If you look, part of what you see is silt and sand because it is carrying debris from St. Andrew, from all over Kingston. We are going to have sediment accumulating. The sad thing is that over the years, we have not had the resources to properly clean the gully, which is why we have allocated several $billions to ensure that that happens, not only to fixing the invert and fixing the sidewalls. According to Morgan, resource constraints have hampered the ongoing maintenance of the gully. We had to find emergency funding to ensure that the water and debris can move under the bridge, because if this bridge goes, then it's going to be a significant challenge, not just in terms of people traversing from Kingston or even to the ports, but also the economic damage that it will cause to the country. There is a bigger plan to fix it, but we had to do something before the storm. The Sandy Gully is approximately 20 kilometers long, running from Benson in St. Andrew, snaking through several communities and going under the Spanish Town Road Bridge before emptying into the Kingston Harbor.
Some people wanna hear it's a temporary fix. The length and stretch of the Sandy Gully, there's other areas of concern. Even JPS, they are worried about a particular location for JPS and a damage of that location, which is a location to respond to damages. They have certain equipment there. Wow, we have to keep an eye on this, guys. Like I told you, this is very serious, man. This is very serious. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section, man. Let me know what you guys think. All right, let's go to the next situation here with the Honorable Dr. Dayton Campbell and Cemex and the JLP. Let me find that article. I believe it's in the Gleaner. Cemex. Very interesting. Cleaning Sandy Gully. Cemex. Yo, Jamaica toxic, you know? Jamaica toxic on that JLP. I mean, honestly, just me and Andre said something last night. I even Mark Stewart. It's like the way how Jamaica is going, you can feel it. It's like you want to run away. Jamaica has no. It's like Jamaica don't have no hope. It's like I don't know. I don't know if you guys are really locked in and like that. There's this feeling around the country, I tell you, it's like a sense of hopelessness under this government. It's just a dark feeling. And you wonder why so many people are committing suicide. I don't think you have to wonder. There's a dark force over the country. Truly is a dark force over the country. You understand? I don't want... Listen. The Gleaner, please. Do not upset me right now. I beg of you. Just don't upset me right now in Jesus' name. Alright? Open up the damn article so I can see the article. Oh my God. Let me go to the Observer. I cannot. Oh, let me go to the Observer. Burger Gully residents brace for another flooding nightmare. God have mercy. Remember that lady, she wanna cry. Beverly Underhill resident. A Burger Gully, sorry. Oh my God. This lady, me say, when me see a lady cry, break my heart. Break my heart, man. The way you make me steer, the way I am right now, oh my God. What is going on? What is happening? So the rainfall I do this now Westmoreland already? From yesterday? Wow. I'm looking in the Observer to see if they had covered the story about Cemex, because the one on Cemex exits Panama as it's concentrate on USA. So this is Cemex, huh? I don't even know if that's the right article. I'm being very honest here. But big up the Integrity Commission. I am happy that they have appointed, you know, they have gotten their guys that they want. Congratulations to Mr. Ranif Lawrence. As much as our JLP fight, he is there in his capacity, and I hope that he follows the letter of the law and does his job, as I have seen from majority of the members of the Integrity Commission. Let me see what I say. Oh yeah, man, what? Some evil spirit there, man. Keisha. Who is Keisha on TikTok? What Keisha say? Guys, like up the live for me here, so the video can go out. From the other day, I've been having some real issues with TikTok. They banned 2 of my videos wrongfully. My live stream cut them off, and I don't like that. I'm in the middle of my live stream. I wasn't even live on anything else, and then just like that, gone. Can't get back. People, and a lot of people was watching me too, you know. Devil is a liar. I need you guys to like and share the video on YouTube as well. Oh dear. The cleaner open up? Oh, thank God. Oh, thank you, Lord. No, that's not it. This page you request is temporarily unavailable. Them always doing that shit. Hi, Verona, thank you so much for hitting the like button. Peter Williamson. Yes, Peter, I agree with you on that. God knows what he's doing. Your first time watching, Jaslyn Pineapple, big up. I'm having some issue with the article for Cemex. I'm not sure if what Dr. Dayton Campbell is talking about has anything to do with this article. But this is a long article though. Well, let's read. Let's read. That's why this is the main reason why I came on here. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's get into it. This is all about Cemex. Yes, this is all about Cemex. In this article here, Cemex exits Panama as it concentrates on the United States. Let's read, ladies and gentlemen.
Cemex SV has sold its Panamanian operations for $200 million, $31.83 billion, to Grupo Estrella as it continues its bolt-on investment strategy in its key markets, such as the United States of America, USA. The transaction was completed on October 6th and represents the second completed divestment in 2025. The deal also represented a multiple of 12 times adjusted EBITDA, earnings before interest, tax, depreciation, and amortization for the 12 months ending August 31st.
So there was a 12-time adjustment of the earnings before interest, tax, depreciation. There was a 12-time adjustment of earnings before interest, tax, depreciation, and amortization for the 12-month ending in August 31st. Let's continue. I think that's significant.
August 31st. Food lifestyle. Grupo Estrella, a family-owned industrial conglomerate in the Dominican Republic, acquired a cement plant with an installed capacity of 1.2 million tons, 2 ready-mix concrete plants, aggregates assets, and the rights to acquire additional reserves for the Panamanian operations. Cemex retained the admixtures business in Panama. These transactions are important building blocks in our strategy to rebalance our portfolio and continue investing in growth in priority markets, particularly aggregates in the U.S., said Cemex Chief Executive Officer Jamie Maguero Dominguez in a press release. News. Brace yourselves. October 20. Cemento Bano, S.A., the operational entity for Cemex's Panamanian operations and a subsidiary of Cemex LATAM Holdings, S.A. CLH, spent $13 million during 2024 on capital expenditure related to its property, plant, and equipment. External revenue declined 5% to $125 million during 2024 as cement consumption declined following presidential elections and changes in government. 72% of Panama's revenue was derived from cement sales, 26% from ready-mix concrete, and the remainder from aggregates. Operating profit dipped by a third to $12 million, with operating EBITDA decreasing 17% to $29 million. The Panamanian business segment employed more than 2,800 employees over the last 3 years. It had $281 million in total assets. Latest news. Courts total liabilities for 2024. Latest news. Cemex focuses on USA. The Panamanian divestiture is the latest Latin American transaction by Cemex as it realigns its interests to higher growth markets.
Oh my God.
The Panamanian divestiture is the latest Latin American transaction by Cemex as it realigns its interests to higher growth markets. The company completed the sale of its Dominican Republic operations to Cementos Progreso Holdings, SL, on January 30th for a total consideration of $928 million. Cemex sold its Guatemalan operations to the Halsam Group in October 2024 for a total consideration of $212 million. Cemex had previously sold its operations in Costa Rica and El Salvador to Cementos Progreso for a total consideration of $325 million in August 2022. This leaves Jamaica, Trinidad and Tobago, Barbados, Guyana. These 4 markets are collectively referred to as Caribbean TCL, Colombia, Peru, Puerto Rico and Nicaragua as the other main markets in SCA&C, South, Central America, and the Caribbean region. Cemex's bolt-on growth strategy involves the company increasing its EBITDA growth through strategic sales and investments in core businesses and acquisitions in high-growth markets. One part of this strategy is meant to have 40% of the group's EBITDA being driven by the USA. Cemex's EBITDA contribution from the USA has moved 20% in 2020 to 29% in 2024. Following the sale of its Panamanian business, Cemex increased its interest in joint venture Couch Aggregates, LLC, which now makes it the majority owner. Cemex had a 49% stake in Couch as of December 2024, with a $55 million carrying value. Couch Aggregates is an aggregates-based business based in the southeastern United States, where it is involved in sand, gravel, and crushed stone. Cemex's USA business saw revenue dip 5% to $2.50 billion for the 6 months period ending June 30th. Operating EBITDA decreased 12% to $468 million due to lower volumes arising from increased precipitation in several markets and weakness in the residential sector. Cemex's divestitures, coupled with the move to decrease its leverage, has begun to pay off as the group received an upgrade to an investment-grade credit rating by S&P Global Ratings and Fitch Ratings during 2024. That will assist with the company's debt profile, which currently stands at $6.92 billion, with an average life of 3.8 years. These moves have also been rewarded to shareholders as the company returned to paying dividends in 2024. Cemex announced a $120 million dividend payment program in 2024 and increased it to $130 million in 2025. These dividends are paid on a quarterly basis. Cemex's portfolio rebalancing strategy is part of its broader commitment to providing the highest possible returns to its shareholders by being the best partner to its customers, having a laser-like focus on operational efficiency, and following a disciplined capital allocation strategy, the Cemex press release stated. Cemex bets on Jamaica. Cemex is betting big on its Jamaican subsidiary Caribbean Cement Company Limited, CCC, to spearhead growth in the domestic Jamaican market while also increasing exports across the region. CCC completed a $42 million $6.7 billion upgrade at its Rockfort property in June 2025 to increase production capacity. The debottleneck project was completed over 2 years with upgrades to the kiln, which was completed during the maintenance or annual shutdown program. Although the company's third quarter report has yet to be released, CCC announced that the company produced 109,682 metric tons of cement in July. The company also produced a record 93,450 metric tons of clinker during the same month. Both were record production amounts for the company and surpassed the March 2021 record, where more than 100,000 tons of cement was produced. The ongoing increase in tourism-related developments, such as new hotels and higher bagged cement sales, are the main drivers for CCC's increased sales activity. The company also exported 3,000 metric tons of cement to Curaçao in September as it continues to ramp up sales to the rest of the region. CCC previously exported 3,400 tons of cement to the Turks and Caicos Islands in September 2023. Although CCC's second quarter revenue increased 6% to $8.13 billion, the 60-day shutdown pushed the company to import lower-margin cement to satisfy the local market. That resulted in gross profit declining 60% from $3.89 billion to $1.55 billion. After accounting for higher expenses, including a step-up of 2 to 3% in royalty fees to Cemex's subsidiaries, CCC's operating profit dipped 76% from $3.11 billion to $730.78 million. The company's consolidated net profit was $543.94 million. The annual shutdown took place in the third quarter of 2024 compared to the second quarter of 2025. CCC also restarted operations at Rockfort Mineral Bath Complex Limited in August 2025 and will bring in revenue after the location was closed for an extended time. The government of Jamaica entered a 25-year lease with CCC for the reopening of this property. The facility will receive upgrades to the tune of $57 million over the next 5 years. CCC's improved earning capacity in the last 5 years and lack of debt has seen it pay increasing dividends to its shareholders. The company paid a $2.0979 dividend totaling $1.79 billion on September 16th to shareholders on record as of July 28th. CCC has paid $7.4642 in dividends since 2022, which translates to $6.35 billion paid to shareholders after a 17-year hiatus. Trinidad Cement Limited, TCL, a 69.83% subsidiary of Cemex, owns 74.08% of CCC, while Cemex Operations Mexico. SA de CV owns 4.96% of CCC. TCL has also paid 0 Trinidad and Tobago dollars and 20 cents in dividends totaling 74.93 million Trinidad and Tobago dollars since it restarted dividend payments in 2024. TCL previously paid dividends in 2008, 2016, and 2017. Cemex is set to release its third quarter report on October 28th and have its earnings call at 10 a.m. Cemex's publicly listed subsidiaries usually release their quarterly reports in the same week the parent company's report is published. Zero comments. Make a comment. Also on Jamaica Observer. Stephen.
Thank you for the gift, Nessa. Thank you so much, my darling. Jocelyn, I see the comment. Thank you for your constructive critique. Appreciate you. Yeah, so that article for me gave me some insight as to the relationship between the Jamaica government and Cemex. Andrew Wallace is in real estate, isn't he? His wife is in real estate. Public-private partners. Interesting. Very interesting. Something to keep an eye on. Now let's hear this. Let's hear this from the Genset.
The following is a release from the People's National Party Media Unit.
This is Dr. Dayton Campbell, General Secretary of the People's National Party. I am calling on the Jamaica Labour Party to urgently clarify reports of a payment of $201,538 made to the Jamaica Labour Party by Cemex, the parent company of Caribbean Cement Company. This payment was described in filings to the United States Securities and Exchange Commission as fees, and that raises serious questions. Let me be clear. Cemex and its subsidiary have been good corporate citizens, contributing meaningfully to Jamaica's development. The PNP has no issue with legitimate political donations made in accordance with the law. However, a payment described as fees to the party in government implies compensation for services rendered. What services were provided by the Jamaica Labour Party? What was this payment in exchange for? The government must come clean with the Jamaican people and the investor community. Deepens the perception that corruption has become the cost of doing business in Jamaica. The People's National Party stands firm in its call for transparency, accountability, and good governance. Jamaica deserves nothing less.
Visit our website at pnp.org.jm.
So let me get this straight. We just read an article, Cemex, going to the United States, right? Let's go to the top of the article. What is the basis of the article? Cemex exit Panama as it concentrates on the USA. In this article, it mentioned Jamaica and their expansion. I think it's Rockfort. I think it's at the bottom. Let me go back. And this is why I wanted the article, you know. And the article long, thank God for the read aloud option. But in one of these paragraphs, Jamaica was mentioned extensively. Cemex, see, it says Cemex is betting big on its Jamaica subsidiary Caribbean Cement Company Limited, CCC, to spearhead growth in the domestic Jamaican market while also increasing export across the region of the Caribbean. CCC completed a US 44 million, right? 6.7 billion Jamaican dollars upgrade at Rockfort property in June 2025 to increase production capacity. The debottleneck project was completed over 2 years with upgrades to the kiln, which was completed during the maintenance or annually shut down program. So Jamaica is integral to Cemex, but who have to know the move into the US and the filing of all of these things, 201,500 odd USD was on their filing as payment to the JLP. Now, this is where I'm trying to say to everyone that this government, their perception of corruption index is going to be always at an all-time low. Because you see, it just so happens that this came across the PMP's desks. Who knew about this? I tell you, you see, God has a funny way. God has a funny way. The level of corruption in the Jamaica Labour Party, I'm telling you guys, we cannot see the big picture yet because we are not criminal minded. I did not vote for them, Dragon. I did not vote for the JLP. I never vote for them. I never vote for them. What gave you the impression that on this platform? Oh, you're new to the platform. Oh, you're new to the platform. But this is interesting. Let me listen to this again. This is very interesting. Oh my God. Wow.
This is Dr. Dayton Campbell, General Secretary of the People's National Party. I am calling on the Jamaica Labour Party to urgently clarify reports of a payment of $201,538 US made to the Jamaica Labour Party by Cemex, the parent company of Caribbean Cement Company. This payment was described in filings to the United States Securities and Exchange Commission as fees, and that raises serious questions. Let me be clear. Cemex and its subsidiary have been good corporate citizens, contributing meaningfully to Jamaica's development. The PNP has no issue with legitimate political donations made in accordance with the law. However, a payment described as fees to the party in government implies compensation for services rendered.
Exactly.
What services were provided by the Jamaica Labour Party? What was this payment in exchange for? The government must come clean with the Jamaican people and the investor community. Silence only deepens the perception that corruption has become the cost of doing business in Jamaica. The People's National Party stands firm in its call for transparency, accountability, and good governance. Jamaica deserves nothing less.
Jamaica would deserve nothing less. You know why I'm smiling? I'm smiling because I can see it. All of the cover-ups, and Pastor Peter Chambers spoke about it, you know. All of the cover-ups. All of it is being revealed. There are some people that are still resisting to see what it really is. But as time goes by and more is revealed, you know, God and time, you know, the people are going to really hold the government to account, because it's just too much. It's just too much. Too much questions surround this government. We have more questions than answers. We are not confident in them at all because they are not transparent at all. It's really, really sad that this is the case, but it is. It truly is. And I want to thank the People's National Party again for their continued pressure. Again, keep your foot on. Hold this government accountable even if they don't want to be held accountable. Fight the good fight. On the walkout yesterday, well, the other day, Tuesday, I have the video up on my YouTube and also my TikTok with Mr. Ian Hills. And Ian Hills was saying it, you know, it cannot continue. This cannot continue the way it's going. The PNP were not able to ask legitimate questions about what me fix around about this, yeah? No man. Hold on the people. The actual that part there. The line around the back. The line, yes, I can see a bulge on the left side. Yeah, check it. Anyway, he was talking about what happened in Parliament, that they had to walk out. It was just, it couldn't, you know, it's just too much. But there was a mole, ladies and gentlemen. If you watch the original video, there was mole in the ceiling, and this is in the Parliament. What is mole doing in the Parliament? That is another health issue. When mole are doing in Parliament, you see, I want to fix things in Jesus' name. Because if mole in a Parliament, you can imagine what going in the hospital them. I passed a constituency building the other day, and when I tell you, man picture put up brawling and a big grass, the whole place look nasty. The grass then tall go to the window of the building. And on our government and a full constituency want to win in and the constituency office looks up. No, sir. Then if you can't manage on your own constituency office. What are we doing? And then we are hearing these stories here about $201,500 as a payment for a fee, payment for services rendered by the jail. What service was rendered? That cost $201,000. You don't know how much 201. Let me play it again. May I play it one more time? Let me play it again. It have to sink in, you know. It have to sink in. Let me play it again. Listen to this. Just listen to this.
Visit our website at pnp.org, National Party Media Unit.
This is Dr. Dayton Campbell, General Secretary of the People's National Party. I am calling on the Jamaica Labour Party to urgently clarify reports of a payment of $201,538 made to the Jamaica Labour Party by Cemex, the parent company.
No, people, the payment was not made to the government, you know. The payment was made to the Jamaica Labour Party. Me never know say a political party offer services to a company. I never knew that the Jamaica Labour Party. What type of services does the Jamaica Labour Party offer apart from serving the people of Jamaica that elected them? No, this serious. No. The more me think about it, this serious. No, wait a minute. Wait. Hold the phone. The Jamaica Labour Party is a political party. What services can a political party render to a corporate company? Aren't they supposed to be serving the people of Jamaica? Is the Jamaica Labour Party a company that yields profit from offering services to corporate entities and companies? No. We need serious clarification. This serious. I mean, think about that, you know. No, seriously, think about that. On God's green earth, Jamaica Labour Party is not a company. You know, like you have consultant service companies, economic finance companies, you have companies that offer planning, you have life insurance company. What services is the Jamaica Labour Party? What services could they possibly render? A company that makes cement. What services could they possibly render that costs $201,000? How much that in a Jamaica? Hold on, them people. This is rather more serious than I could have imagined. It's just sinking in, you know. It's just sinking in for me. I'm telling you, it's really just sinking in for me. Multiply this by 161. What is the figure? Wow. 32.4 million Jamaican dollars. Again, I ask the question. Let me ask a better question. Is the PNP offering corporate companies services that pay them a sum of 32.4 million Jamaican dollars? And if so, what services could a political party? I mean, this is clear corruption, you know. We don't need an explanation. What business is the Jamaica Labour Party a party that does business? Do they have an LLC? Is the Jamaica Labour Party paying taxes? Because they're offering services of that cost $32.4 million. Extreme beauty. This is extremely serious. Florence Hamilton, big up. I don't understand. This is insane. Why isn't the people of Jamaica peacefully protesting and demanding that this government be removed or remove themselves? All of them need to resign. The JLP appears to be a criminal organization as a political party. What hell kind of service costs 32.4 million and you're not a company, a regular Is the Jamaica Labour Party a registered company? Florence, how you doing? Is the Jamaica Labour Party a registered company? And if so, what is their mandate of services that they offer? Do they have cost analysis Do they have record of services rendered and payments, and are they paying any taxes? And these are genuine questions because I am ignorant of the possibilities. I don't know, and this is why I'm asking. We need clarity immediately on this. And if all and every single vlogger supposed to talk, this cannot be a 9-day wonder. It's too much now. It's too much now. This cannot be a 9-day wonder, ladies and gentlemen. I am in total shock at this point. Like, when I thought that the JLP couldn't go any lower, they found a way to go beneath the low of the low. In my opinion, this is obviously corruption at its highest form. I am so interested to hear what explanation we are going to be getting. That makes sense? That we are going to be getting from the Jamaica Labour Party. If any, because you know them go to work, silence. And we demand no answers as the Jamaican people. The People's National Party has done their job. I am calling on the citizens of this country that believe in good governance, that believe in transparency, that believe in integrity, honesty, all of the 7 principles that should guard leadership in this country. I am calling on you guys to act on your own behalf. The PNP alone cannot do it. This is madness. I never knew. I just never knew that the JLP was a company that offers services. What is their number? Can we get a service listing and a pricing or potential high and low of each service is rendered and how much it costs, minimum or maximum? Can we get a list of the services rendered? At this point, fees for crying out loud, fees, unbelievable, wow. Man, let me know what y'all think, man. I'm out, man. I'm out. People, go ahead. Mystic Sensation is on. I'm definitely going to be tuning in because I want to hear what the hell is going on. See you guys over there. All right? Mystic Sensation on YouTube. They're live right now. See you guys over there. You understand? The word is love. All the people on TikTok, if you don't want to stick around, you can stick around while I watch Mystic Sensation. Yes, you guys can stay. But YouTube, I'm going to believe him. If you guys on YouTube want to come over TikTok and want to come give me some whales and some lions and some gifts and them something and bless me up, hey, come over TikTok. We're live on TikTok, baby. Big up on yourself. I'm out. I'm out. Make you hear Mystic Sensation I go out with you now.